All right, back to the Rich Eisen show. Kevin Stefanski talked about the hiring of Jim Schwartz as the defensive coordinator.
Coach Schwartz is somebody that I have a ton of respect for, having competed against him over the years. We have a lot of mutual friends. We didn't know each other well, but a ton of guys that I've worked with, that he's worked with. Andrew Berry was with Coach Schwartz previously. So just getting to know him through that process, we are very, very similar. He came up through quality control just like I did. He's a really he's a hard worker. He's a no nonsense type of guy. So the guy fit a lot of what we do. And then you just talk schematically and what he's been able to accomplish from a 4-down front in terms of rushing the passer, affecting the quarterback, playing really sound in the back end. I think he checked a lot of boxes for us.
Quincy, how anxious are you to see what this defense looks like on the field?
Incredibly, right? Because there seems to be two different worlds that we live in with this defense. Because there's a world that we live in hypothetically where we just look at names on the roster, the names on the coaching staff, and we're like, this should be a top 5 defense. But then there's also the world that we have to live in where we acknowledge that last year happened. And for them to go from decent to what they were last year would be an incredible statistical jump, let alone top 5, right? That's where I'm at. I can understand why people are running away with top 5 this and this is going to be a great defense. I have a hard time having that expectation for a defense that less than a year ago I saw give up a 13-point lead in 1 minute and 40 seconds to Joe Flacco. You know what I mean? Like there are those two things that we have to grapple with: how talented, how right this defense feels versus how awful they were last year. And I can't ignore it. I don't think anybody can ignore it. Like Joe Woods, yes, he was a part of the problem. But, man, all the problems ain't going to be solved that quick, right? Like, that's crazy. In one offseason, that was a lot of problems.
You know what? Here's kind of, as I thought through this, when you have talent like a Myles Garrett, like a Denzel Ward, like a Greg Newsome, those are first-round guys. Just go let them play. Don't get tricky. Don't overcomplicate it. And I think they got caught into that.